You've explained what you do 100 times on your website, at networking events, and that LinkedIn post that you rewrote 4 times, and people still hit you with, huh, sounds interesting. Here's why. You're leading with a solution before they even agreed that they have a problem. I'm Dr. Michelle Mazer, the Communication Rebel, and I help experienced consultants and service providers get their message so clear that the right leads immediately understand why they should hire you. And in the next few minutes, you'll see exactly why leads aren't connecting the dots between what you do and what they need. And the first messaging fix that makes you easier to understand and easier to refer. And if you want a sanity check on your own message as you watch this, grab my free message reality check. The link is in the description. Here's the short answer. When leads don't understand what you do, it's usually because you're starting in the middle of the movie. If you walk into a theater 45 minutes late, characters are arguing, something's intense just happened, and you don't know who's who or why it matters, so you tune out. And that's what happens when someone lands on your website and the first thing they see is your framework, your process, your offer, the results, before you've even named the problem that they have. Your potential client isn't searching for your job title. They're lying awake thinking about themselves. Where's my money going? This transition is going to blow up my team. I keep losing clients and I can't see why. If your marketing doesn't name that, the lived experience, they don't see themselves. And when they don't see themselves, they leave. So, quick question. When you describe what you do you start with the problem or do you start with the solution? Comment problem or solution in the comments. No judgment, because this is a very common trap. So, why do experts do this? First, you're solution focused by training. You've spent years becoming great at what you do, so you naturally want to talk about what you do. Second, you don't want to do that gross marketing thing where you make people feel terrible about the problems they have just so you get them to buy. So you overcorrect in being a little too polite about the problem to the point where you're not even talking about it. And third, and this is the very sneaky one, you describe the problem through the lens of your expertise instead of a client's real life experience. So, for instance, a goal setting consultant says, I help you set meaningful goals. But nobody wakes up thinking, ah, man, I wish I had a goal. No. A pricing strategist might say something like, I help you price your services correctly. But a client isn't thinking my pricing is incorrect. They're thinking I'm fully booked and I still am not paying myself. You translated their messy human problem into clean professional language. And in that translation, you lost them. So, what does it look like when you get it right? Here's a real before and after from a career coach from Women in Tech. Before the website opened with, you want the simplest, most effective ways to your goals. You want to stress less and work less while living and earning more. Like, yeah, sure, that fine, but it's not specific. There's no moment of recognition. After I worked with this career coach, she started by talking women in tech want to advance their careers, but they are weighed down by stress, fear of being fired, overwork, and lack of confidence. They're exhausted and stuck, and traditional career advice doesn't actually address the real issue. Now, if you're the person reading that, you feel seen. You think, yes, I want a better career, but I'm terrified of being fired. And then you want to know what the solution is. And that's the job of problem first messaging, not to make people feel bad, just to make the right people feel understood. So let me give you a fast test that you can run on your marketing today. The first test: what's under your hero section of your website right now? Scroll right to the first screen of your homepage. Is it talking about you, your credentials, your framework, your offer, your services? If yes, you probably skipped the problem. Test number two: does it sound like you or like them? Read your homepage out loud. Are you using professional, tidy industry language? Or are you using the words of your clients, of what they're actually saying to you when you speak to them? Because client language and your language, they're not the same thing. And the final test: could a smart person who doesn't know your industry still recognize themselves? If your message only makes sense after someone has already decided to hire help, you're starting in the middle again. Most buyers haven't done the mental work yet. Your messaging has to bring them to you. So if you watch this and thought, okay, I might be doing this, but I can't tell, that's exactly what the message reality check is for. It's free, and all you have to do is drop in your homepage, and it shows you where leads are getting lost and whether you're skipping the problem, using expert speak, or starting too deep in the process for your right client to actually get it. So the link is in the description. Go run your message through that. And if you're a consultant or expert who's tired of explaining yourself over and over, subscribe. This channel was built for you, and I'll see you in the next video.